So the camera died. We ended up getting about 15 meals. I am gonna show you my freezer. I went and saw family for a week, so we are just now coming back, and we bought this whole roll of ground beef because when you buy it in a roll, it's about 30-40 cents cheaper at Sam's Club. So what we're doing is we're making a ton of hamburger patties. I have this, I think it's called a Weston hamburger press, which you can make the patties by spinning this little thing. You can make them as thick or as thin as you want. And it came with this patty paper. This is like $3 for like 1,000 of these little things. So all I do is I have a kitchen scale, I zero it out, and we have mostly adult children. So we are just doing these really basic seasoned salt, and then whatever kind of burgers we want to do. So what I like to do is just season them a little bit with whatever you want to do. And I hate making hamburger patties, so I put a sheet down, kind of push that in the middle. I kind of cover it and smush it down. And then I like them to be a little OCD about it, so I kind of flip it once. And now it's made what you would buy like a normal size patty. If you can see that, round, not a bunch of ends hanging off, and then I just stack them. So what we'll do is we'll put them in a Ziploc bag just like this, and we'll keep the papers on them. And what we'll do is if we're grilling out, we like to do like 2 different kinds of things. So sometimes we'll do chicken and steak, or we'll do hamburgers and hot dogs or brats. So this way you're just able to grab a couple out. You don't have to cook a whole pound of ground beef if you don't want. You don't have to just cook hamburgers and defrost them. These will just pull out super simple. So we finished the hamburgers. So we have, I don't even know how many, a ton here, because we did a whole roll just to kind of prep. Like when you're prepping, you can do days of the week, you can do months, you can do weeks. We're kind of prepping these burgers for summer. So we're not getting our cow until probably the 1st of July. So we'll have steaks for 4th of July and stuff like that. But I don't want, it'll be frozen. I don't want to defrost meat to then freeze it. And then we also have, 4 or 5 weeks until we get that. So we have bigger kids, so these patties will cook down. I think they're like 90-10, but we'd rather have 1 hamburger and 1, a little bit of bread than to have, 2 hamburgers. So we just did a little bit of seasoned salt. We're gonna make these, put them in here, and again, if I only want to, the nice thing about this wax paper inserts is if I only want to pull out 5, I only have to pull out 5. If I want to pull out 12, I can pull out 12, and we'll just use them to go along with whatever other meat we're cooking. So these were done, and then when we did the meal prepping before, the phone kind of died, the battery, twice. We didn't charge it from being in the hospital. But I'll tell you, I went to stay with my sister while I'm recovering for, about a week after my husband had to go back to work. And I took 4 meals, and they were so convenient to throw in a slow cooker. We were contributing to food, because we had 3 of the kids with us, but I didn't have to sit there and prep anything. So even with that, we still have a ton. So let me put these in the freezer bags. Some people, people cook everything different. Some people don't like butter. It just really depends. So what we did is we got, we were out running around today, went out for our lunch, where we like to take the kids out once a week, like on a weekend, and have try a new restaurant, which we tried what was it called? Like a place called Pickled. Wasn't it Pickled? Pickled. It was so good. So when we were there, we found a fresh fish stand. I don't like to buy frozen fish. Every once in a while I like to get fresh. So we got some huge shrimps. These things are massive. They must be like this. We're gonna grill those tomorrow with family, but we just took some salmon. I put minced up fresh garlic. There's shallots on there, lemon, garlic, cilantro, I squeezed some lemon on these as well, and salt and pepper. Yes, there's butter on it too. I like it to cook it down. Everybody's different. So we're gonna bake this, and I'm gonna use some of these shallots and some lemon and more cilantro and rice. And we'll eat this over rice, kind of a lighter dinner, and I'm sure we will have dessert. But I'm gonna stick this in the oven. We have different, I think this is a spaghetti sloppy joe mix. There's some more sloppy joe mix here. There's baked ziti's. We have sausage and peppers. This is an orange chicken. Here's another sausage and peppers. One more beef stroganoff. I took a sausage and peppers. I took a beef stroganoff. I took barbecue drumsticks, and I took a tray of, what was it, enchiladas last week when I went to my sister's house. There's some more. This is the Beijing chicken, so that's just a fast crock pot. These are enchiladas. I have stuffed peppers, no rice. Here, there's another baked ziti. These are some ranch drumsticks. I have chicken teriyaki, two more back here. This is chicken and gravy. I have a Mississippi roast here. This is spaghetti sauce, meat spaghetti sauce there as well. More burgers. These are Caesar pork roast, so it's just the pork roast that I showed you in this video. We still have some of these sausage and cheese muffins. This is mojo. Look at this. Don't break it. I have 3 like Hershey pies in here, French silk pies that my daughter made, so we still have all of that. So we have a ton of freezer meals, and like I said, some of these are baked spaghetti too. I think I have baked ziti, baked spaghetti, I have all kinds of stuff. So as we eat stuff and we rotate it, sometimes we have more crock pot meals, then we'll go back and we'll get more of these kind of casserole dishes. I want to do chicken and rice next. So this is kind of what we have now. A lot of these chicken drumsticks and hamburgers, those will be for grilling. Now this is our chest freezer. So this is our meat freezer. Well, yeah, meat and like non-prepared stuff. Now I do have a freezer inside that I'll also use for like things we open. Like these should be, obviously a child did that, or a teenager. But I have like cheese wraps in here, like frozen gnocchi, frozen cheese. What is this? Oh, this is beef stew meat, so that'll be for something like this. This is bacon, that should be up there. I have more pepperoni. All down in here are ham steaks and bacon. And then there's more hot dogs. All down here, over here these are hot dogs. We have some frozen veg that we'll go through. Oh, there you go. So that's like stacked like 8 high, and it's all the way across. That's all my ground sausage that's left. I have frozen shrimp, frozen cheese. This I do real quick as a meal, but these are pre-bought. I do have some butter here, and I have multiple packs of butter down here. Frozen broccoli, frozen cheese. I have, oh, there's more cheese that we'll use when I make some meals. These are bones, like neck bones and ham hock that I'll make beans, or when I make my soups, bean soups, I'll make those. So this is a lot of stuff. This stuff won't all be here. This is like some shrimp. And then I still have, so this is like cheeses and frozen vegetables that I'm going to go through. Frozen shrimp. We'll make this into some meals. Next time I do a big freezer cooking, like if I do, you know, anything with shredded cheese, or, you know, anything like tater tot casserole or something, or anything with mozzarella cheese, I'll demolish that cheese. But I like to have it for when I'm ready. And again, with all the butter. I have, what, 2 4-packs of butter left. And then I brought some ices for the kids. These are in here. I mean, when I have 6 kids, one doesn't always eat it, but that's like one each of this flavor, maybe one each of that, and a couple left over. But again, I'll use the neck bones for soups and stuff. There's an unsalted butter over there. So this has to be, and there's like pre-cooked sausage here. But a lot of these vegetables, like broccoli, when we eat vegetables, I'll cook 2 of these packets and there won't be any leftovers. So this is what, 4 meals of frozen broccoli, and we roast it. I have some asparagus down there, or not asparagus. What is that? Oh, I can't think. Brussels sprouts. And then the meat that's on the bottom down here is a little bit of like the organ meats for my mother-in-law. So this stuff will move around. We'll eat some of these things over the summer and some of these frozen vegetables I want to get through, and then I'll put what I can in here for my meat because of my cow coming. But as we go through this, I'll show you how we prepare this freezer, because this stuff's got to go. So I'm working on learning how, I just pulled out my messy garage, don't look. I'm pulled out a bunch of bacon as well, the uncured bacon, and I have kosher salt that I'm going to try to cure it. I know it's like a week process, but maybe start something 1 week and then every other week have bacon. And then we have also sausage. So that way I can always put it on a sheet pan and, look at my garage. I can put it on a sheet pan and make bacon on the weekend, or sausage, or whatever. We have pancake mix. And I'm not going to show you my other stuff because it's messy in here. But we want to use that bacon up too. I will I won't buy it uncured again, just because it's too much work. Like, I don't mind cooking from scratch, but curing bacon is a whole another thing. So we're gonna learn how to do that. And I mean, easily we could go through 2 packs of bacon a week. And if we really like it that much, then what I will do is I will be able to do it weekly. So we'll just have to wait and see. I don't want to do too much at one time until I figure out what we like. So that's our freezers. I know this video is probably over weeks. Just getting my groove back with being on YouTube and, oh, looking kind of crazy. Hair's falling, but, oh, these are our mangoes too. Isn't this crazy? These are just ones that are falling and we'll let ripen. Like, these, look at this. My husband has to go through these. These are just all mangoes, and this is our second batch, and our tree is still covered. So I will do something with these as well. But we just want to thank everybody for stopping by, and we'll see you next time with a new video. Bye.